Yo, what is happening, guys? Undisputed Vlogs. Today we're back for another Undisputed podcast, and as always, I'm back with Shay.
Hi.
Did anything interesting happen in your week?
We got a dog. So that was interesting.
Is that it?
Is that it? What do you mean, is that it? Yes,
is that
it.
Well, I already know you got a dog. Like, is that it? Is that the only interesting thing that happened in your week?
Well, I've been trying to train him and shit, and like, he barks at me all the fucking time, and he doesn't like me, sort of, but then he came up and he licked me, and I was like, hi. So, his name is Shadow, and he's cool. So, you know.
Fair enough. He's over a year, isn't he?
Aye, he's, what is he? He's 14 months or something, or, like a year and like 2 months. So it is, but,
I hate the way people say 14 months. Just say a year and such.
Exactly. It's like a kid. It's like, that's what in the, grown-ups, they made fun of that because they asked how old Kevin James' son was, and he goes, he's 48 months, and he's like, but that's 4. And he's like, yeah. But
because people always say that, and you're just like, how would you like it if I just referred to me being 21 with how many months I've been alive?
Exactly.
You'd look at me like I'm an idiot. Just say the fucking age. If they're literally 6 months, either say 6 months is fine or half a year, but see, as soon as they hit a year, stop saying months, say a year.
Yes.
Like, say one and such. Jesus.
Yeah.
But people do that.
We took him to a park today, Orangefield Park.
Yeah.
And had this big, what was it? It's a 50-foot, it's either foot or meters, it's not meters. I can't remember, it's either 50 foot or 50 meter fucking, no, it's 50 feet, lead, so that he can, he can actually run at a further distance, because, dude, he is fast. Like, I ran beside him, and I was out of breath after like 2 minutes because that dude is fast. So he is. He's like so fast. And we got into. Do you know where Orangefield used to be, the school?
Yeah.
And they've actually welded it shut now, so they have. So the gate that used to be able to climb through, they've welded that shut.
Oh yeah, I know.
But we got through the wee hole in the fence and whatnot, and then let him into that like the basketball courts or whatever it was, football pitches.
Yeah.
Just let him roam around, and it was fucking, he was class.
There's a basketball court, and you go down. There's a gravel pitch, and you go down more, and there's an even bigger gravel pitch.
It was what did my dad say last time? Years ago, that's what I was, 'cause I haven't been in that place in years. He says that's where he used to take his scramblers with his mates on the weekends, and they used to go and ride their scramblers up the big. It was like gravelly hill mounts, and they used to ride them up and jump their scramblers and shit, and land on the ground. I was like, that's fucking sick. It's like, that man had like an actual childhood where I just sit here on my PlayStation. So so,
yeah,
great.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I mean, he didn't live during COVID, so.
Well, he did not. He is now, but yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't back then. He had his time to be young.
He did. He did.
No, I started playing this. This isn't even interesting, but I'm gonna tell you because it's funny. I started playing ranked in Siege with T-Mac this season again.
Yeah.
And you see, you're probably thinking, well, that's not interesting, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm actually. See, playing ranked with T-Mac is it's frustrating, don't get me wrong, but it is one of the funniest things. Even when you're angry, you still can't be angry because. Sure. Siege is a game that just frustrates the shit out of me. And obviously you play 10 matches to get your original rank. You know what I mean? Right. And then from there you can go up and down. No, like Rocket League works. You play your 10 matches, you get put in gold, platinum, blah blah. So me and T-Mac played our 10 matches. We went 5-5. So I got silver 2, he got silver 1, right? Yeah. T-Mac, all he does is shit on Siege. It's great. T-Mac was tilted because me and him, out of those 10 games, me and him had one bad game. All other 9 games, I actually mean it, we carried. Like, me and him had about 8 or 9 kills each, and we carried. And our next, person on our team had, 3 or 4 kills less than us, even in our wins. Like, me and T-Mac carried every game. So T-Mac started to get frustrated because we were carrying every game, and we were still losing. And obviously I was frustrated. And then he just started going off, and he's like, you see, this is why I fucking hate Rainbow Six Siege. He goes, it's fucking shit. And then he just started going off on it. So then we started playing, we got our placements, of course. And then the frustration just got worse. Because, do you know what happens, right? Do you know if you win, you go up, you lose, you go down?
Yes.
So I was silver 2, he was silver 1. That was about 3-4 days ago, right?
Right.
I'm still silver 2 and he is still silver 1. And the reason is not because we haven't played. It's because we won and I moved up and he was close to gold and I was silver 1. Then we lost and I moved down. And then we won, then I moved up, and then we lost and I moved down, and then we won and I moved up, and I kept bouncing. And me and him genuinely, I started on silver 2 and he started on silver 1, and we played about 20 games since our placement and we're still on silver 2 and silver 1. And T-Mac goes, this is the only game I know that you can literally play for hours on end and not make any fucking progression. And like he actually said, like, and he goes, Josh, did you know we've been playing for 4 hours? And I was like, yeah, what's your point? And he goes, and guess what? We haven't made any fucking progression on this game. We're still in the same general.
Fuck's sake.
And it was just so funny because I was frustrated because I'm competitive. I hate losing, especially when I do well and we lose. I get frustrated. But it's like he was getting so tilted because he said, me and him only play ranked together because he doesn't want to play unranked because no way ranked is supposed to like motivate you and shit. Yeah. He just started going off on Siege like shit, you know. He went on like a 40-minute rant and he went, you know, Siege is the only game that you can play ranked to feel motivated and somehow be demotivated. He goes, you know, ranked is supposed to motivate you and make you feel like you achieved something. He goes, see, Siege, it makes me feel even worse than I felt than when I came on. It just demotivates you and it drains you. And he goes, ranked fucking drains me. I fucking hate it. He goes, this is a shit game. And then he just started searching for another game.
Fuck me. That's the point though. He says it's shit, but then he plays it like me with the anti game.
No, but that's what I do as well. Like everybody, whenever they're doing shit at something, they call it shit. But it's like, to be fair, it's not like me and T-Mac were getting frustrated, because I was getting frustrated too. It's just I was genuinely pissed off. He was funny frustrated, because he was like shitting on it. I was just genuinely like, I'm going to put my fist through a wall. Like, I was just genuinely annoyed. But it was funny, because it's like, it's not the fact that me and him were calling it shit because we did bad. Don't get me wrong, there was a few games. There was a game I just couldn't get a kill. There was games we did shit. But say we played about 25 games, there's literally a total of like 2-3 games we done bad. Every other game we done well and we carried our team. See, those 3 games me and him done bad. See, out of the games that we done well, there was about 1 game where me and him weren't in the top 3, and it was always me and him top 2 usually, and we carried every game and we still lost. And like, see, like, I'm sure you know how it feels. See, when you're playing something and you're doing well and then you're losing because of somebody else, it's very frustrating because you're like, I deserve to win.
Yeah.
But he was getting really frustrated, and it was so funny because he was just after every game, he's just going off at it, and he was like, do you know what would make me feel less frustrated? If Siege actually brought out new content. Yeah, new content. I'm like, did they bring us new content? They brought us a new rework. He goes, oh, new rework. Oh, you mean when they've taken old content and they've mixed it around? Go poof, it's new. Wow. I mean, he does have a point. I agree with him though, because Siege keeps bringing out reworks and shit, and we're like, we don't want a fucking rework, we want a new map. So he gets frustrated with it because he's like, stop bringing out stop remaking old shitty content and bring out a new one. But it's just funny because like even when I get really frustrated with ranked, he makes me laugh to make me less frustrated. So it's good playing ranked with him because it's not only is he good and we do have a chance of winning, but when I get frustrated, he makes me laugh and I calm down and I'm like, right, Josh, you know, you don't need to throw your TV out the skylight on top of someone. You don't need to. you don't have to do that. But it's fucking funny. Like, if you were just in the party whenever he played it, you would piss yourself. It's just so funny seeing him frustrated because like he doesn't just get angry. Like you can't take him serious. If you get me, like, do you know why people get angry and you're like, oh shit, they're pissed? T-Mac's one of those people, when he's genuinely angry, you can't take him serious. Because it's just the words he uses and, like, the way he, like, displays them. It's just funny. You just can't take it serious. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I started playing that. Most frustrating time of my goddamn life.
Wow.
So, and then we also played Rocket League for the first time.
Did he?
Yeah. Well, he not for the first time, but me and him together for the first time. It was me, him, and his mate Adam. And we played. In our first game, I haven't played Rocket League in like a month. In my first game, somebody's already shit-talking me, and I'm like, bro, I just want to chill. Leave me alone.
Leave him alone. He's like, noob.
Obviously, I have to stir a pot. No, because they were playing, and obviously, me, T-Mac, and Adam were winning, like, 3-1. No, we were winning 4-1 by this point, and I had 2 of the goals, and as soon as I scored, he turned around and said, have you ever seen sunlight? And I turned around and goes, because I knew what he meant. I just goes, yeah, sure. And then I just ignored him. And then he literally turned around after saying that. He turned around and goes, do you have a life? You sweat? And I turned around and just said to him, because I was just like, no, I'm just going to be honest with you. I said, it's not the fact I'm sweaty, it's the fact you're just really shit. No, I said to T-Mac, I go, have I done anything amazing in this game so far? He said, no. I said, see all the shots. There was one nice shot I hit, and I said, it doesn't take much skill to hit it, though. And I said, the other shot, the guy missed the ball. He missed the save, and I just bumped it in the finish. In the goal, sorry, I said, it's not the fact I'm a sweat, it's just the fact you're really bad at the game. And he just started mouthing off and all, and I was like, you see, now that I've said that, see the fact that you're getting triggered like that, it's because you know it's true. But I was just trying to chill, and then he started trash talking, so I'm like, do you know what, I haven't been involved in a good old friendly bit of trash talk in a while, so I'm going to stir the pot a little bit. I go, you're just bad. And he just started going at us. After even I would touch the ball, and he'd be like, you sweat. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let me just not touch the ball.
I remember we used to get called that in school all the time if we did well at something. We used to be called sweaty.
Yeah, you would do well and stuff, and then they're like, oh, you're a sweat. And it's like, well, I'm not a sweat. It's just you're terrible at this, and I'm good. Yeah. I would always get called a sweat in basketball. I'm like, it's not a fact I'm a sweat. It's just I'm good at it, and you're absolutely terrible.
Yeah. But
just like just like football. I don't call you a sweat just because I'm shit.
Fair enough.
I fucking hate if you're going to say, don't name them. Remember that.
I'm not going to name them.
Okay.
We know who they are anyways. Between me and you, we know who they are. So well, yeah. We don't need to name them. Long-haired cunt. Yeah.
Right, no. We're not doing this. We're not going to go into a conversation where we're just insult people.
No, it's okay. We didn't have anybody with long hair in our high school, so it's okay. So, except for you, yes. Yeah. You may be the long-haired C word. Mm.
Oh, it was a C word? No, they'd have long hair. It just wasn't this particular one. Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying?
No, it's like, remember whenever, like, say you were a kid or, like, an adult or whatever, and, like, say you're playing a game, and it's like a story mission game. And you need to do it, so you do, because it's not a side mission, and it's really fucking hard, and you're doing it so much, and you just fucking die, and then you just turn the whole game off, and rage quit, and turn your PlayStation off.
Yes.
I haven't went back on Batman Arkham City since, and I really want to play it again, but whenever I'm playing it, I need to do that mission.
Were you not playing it the other day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that was
the other day. The way you were talking about it, you goes, I have not been on that game. It sounded like you haven't touched it in years. Like, no, I fight the temptation to play it. It sounded like it was a long time.
Yeah. Almost like Monday or something. Today's Saturday. But no, man, like, I don't know. It's like you're in a room, right? And it's this big monster guy, right? He's infected with something called Titan, and basically you have to stun him. So whenever you stun him, it's basically like you put your cape, like you swish your cape in his face, so the cape goes around his face and he gets all confused, and then you smack him a couple of times. Okay. But since he's a big huge monster, you can jump on him, and whenever you jump on him, he runs. So he does, and he can take out enemies. But then you get off him, so you do, and then the enemies are coming after you, but also the big guy is coming after you, and he's swishing around, and you have to constantly jump around and jump back, and then you have to stun him again, and you have to hit him so many times, and then jump on him, all while the enemies are trying to kill you as well, and it's just fucking hard. So it is. No, and I'm playing on easy mode, so like, it's This is fucking hard. You know, I just can't do it.
I feel like we've all been there.
Yeah.
100%. All like I've had that problem with Crash Bandicoot when I was a kid. The fucking levels, and then I completed it and then never failed again. It's like it's always annoying because it's like there's always like one mission or like one level you get stuck on, and then you beat it. And then the next time you play the game, you look at it and be like, how shit was I that I was stuck on that level? That level was easy. No, have you ever done that? It literally is like, how could I have been stuck on that level when it's so easy? But it took me 1,000,000 times to pass it, but now I pass it without even trying.
Yeah, that was like me with some of the levels in Arkham Knight. I played it whenever I was 16. And I got so annoyed that I did rage quit it. And then I played them like a month ago, and they were fine, except for one boss battle that took me over 40 minutes to do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I died. I was about... What was it? I was playing it for a good 15 minutes, and then I died, and then... But since I died, I had to restart it. Which angered me, because it's like 5 tanks, and you need to take out 5 tanks, but to be able... And there's 5 tanks, and then there's one big huge tank, which is the bad guy. And basically, but you have to sneak round the tanks. So you do, because they're searching, so they got a search beam going like out there. And if they catch you, then they go fast after you, and you have to get away from them. But you need to go up to them, so close up to them, that there's a big circle. As it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and it gets to its smallest size, you press circle, and then it shoots this rocket at it, and then the whole tank explodes. And then the other tanks go to its location. Mm-hmm. So they do, but it's fucking... There's 5 of them you have to do, and then you have to take out the Arkham Knight's tank, which is basically you have to go up around him 4 times, because there's 4 points on his tank, but his beam actually spins 360, so you have to go around in certain positions and fucking get to it, and then wait till the wee thing goes like that, and then you have to fucking shoot it, and... Oh man, it took me fucking ages to do. And then after that, you don't even kill him or anything. It just, you know, he just leaves. And then you have to have another boss fight with him. Yeah, it's very frustrating. But it's fun. But it's very frustrating.
So it's frustrating. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. I'm not going to talk about this too much, because a few subscribers want me to actually do like my thoughts video, but... Obviously, you didn't watch the press conference, right? But did you see the clip circling of Jake and Ben Askren at the press conference? We were taking the piss in the group chat yesterday.
I didn't even know there was a press conference, to be honest with you.
It was last night. Like I say, I'm not going to say too much, because like, even though I've already watched it, my subscribers want me to actually do a video where I just say my thoughts on it and shit and break it down, so I can do it. But it was like, they had a face-off, and Jake was obviously like mouthing off, blah blah, as you do. Ben Askren was just kind of staring at him, and then Jake got in Ben's face. Ben turned around and put his hand, and like, no way you shove someone in the face. Ben done that, and Jake, I don't know, right? I genuinely don't know, and I don't think Jake knows whether he punched Ben Askren or he slapped him in the ass, because that was a pillow hits harder. And it was just, I'm not saying Jake hits like a bitch, but it's the way he done it. Obviously Jake wanted to like stand his ground, but he did not fully commit to that punch, because that was fuck all. But it was so funny, because like, as soon as he done that, he like punched like Ben Askren in like the ass, and then he shoved him, and Ben didn't even get fazed by the punch. He just looked at Jake and laughed and walked away, and it was so funny.
Did he actually punch him in the ass?
Like he swung, and it looked like it looked like he was going for the body, but it was like he went so low, it looked like he just slapped him in the ass and then pushed him. Oh, it was so funny. You'd need to see the clip, but it was just really funny. I just wanted to say that because it was really funny, but it also...
It makes me want to watch it, to be fair.
You need to just watch that one part at Circle and everywhere, it's just funny. Yeah, and then, do you know what 2021 is missing? Do you know what 2021 needs, shit?
Hype.
You guessed it. More influencers punching each other in the face.
I didn't guess that, but okay, I'll go with it.
Yeah! No, I just want to see your thoughts on this. Like, I don't know how I feel, but... So, obviously, YouTube boxing was big. I was a big fan of it because not only do I love boxing, I love seeing people who talk shit actually brawl it out in the ring. That's just me. I prefer to see two people that dislike each other sort it in the ring instead of talking behind the keyboard. That's just me, right?
Yeah.
And now there's a new event going on in June or July, and it's YouTube versus TikTok, and it's literally YouTubers are boxing TikTokers. I'm kind of just like, that's stupid, but at the same time, I'm like, I like seeing, but I like boxing, and I just, like, I didn't watch YouTube boxing because I was like, oh, I'm looking for skill. I watched it just because I like to see people I know that dislike each other punch each other in the face. Like KSI and Logan. I like both of them. Pretty entertaining to see punch each other in the face, not because the skill was really good, but just for the fact of it was competitive. And I think it's like more competitive than a real, well, not competitive, but I think it like means more than just a real boxing match, because like boxers lose, where you live online, you lose, you're gonna be no tortured, but it's like that. And this is so Austin Mcbroom, you don't know who he is, but I told you about him before. He's his family, and he's fighting none other than, do you remember who I told you, the TikTok version of Jake Paul, Bryce Hall?
Oh yes, I am.
So, Austin Mcbroom is fighting Bryce Hall. Deji is on it. Deji's fighting Taylor Holder, whatever you call him. I don't know who it is, but Deji's on it.
So, what's Deji going to do? Just, like, not train again?
Well, apparently he's training hard for this one. I fucking hope so. I want to see him redeem himself. I want to see Deji train his ass off. Like, it's not like it overly means anything, because it's just, like, YouTube boxing. But it's still, like, it's something that... It's not like, right... It's not like you're winning a world title, but it's like you're still doing something, because even there's like, for the first like YouTube event, a lot of them did it to get in shape, and a lot of them did it to put on a show, and they were proud of the show they put on. So it's like they're doing this whole event obviously for money, but they also want to do that. But I want to see Deji actually train. No, Taylor Holder isn't who he's fighting. Sorry, but Deji's fighting TikTok. I just want to see Deji knock him out. Because the reason I'm actually saying it is because Fadal, which is no JJ's trainer, KSI, he even said, he turned around and said Deji is more naturally gifted than JJ at boxing. It's just JJ had the work ethic to make himself better. Deji didn't. He said, but naturally gifted, Deji is better. So I'm like, if he's naturally better than JJ, if he had JJ's work ethic, he could be really good. So I want to see him. It's also for the fact that it's YouTube versus TikTok, and obviously I want YouTube to win. I want YouTube to win, Team YouTube. But and then Gib, I just want to see it because Gib is so fucking like fun. He's trying to get on it, and then Alex Wasabi is trying to get on it, and it's just like all a bunch of like YouTubers just being like, I want to fuck up this TikToker. That's what it is. But I kind of can't wait for it because I just love seeing like influencers fight.
No, to be honest,
well,
I don't know. I don't really get TikTokers. You know what I mean? Because like it's just, I don't watch either of them, to be honest with you. Like YouTube or TikTok, because I haven't watched YouTube in fucking ages. But if I do, it's just to go on and watch like a lower video on something. But
yeah,
you know, I don't get the whole. Like I don't know. I just don't get it.
You don't get the brand YouTube versus TikTok.
No, I get the brand YouTube versus TikTok because there's a bunch of big YouTubers and shit like that, and then TikTokers and all that. But it's just, I don't know. It's just social media, fucking.
Yeah, but that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
That's the fun of it.
That's fair enough.
So, like I said, maybe it's just me, but when people talk shit online, I like to see people back up their words rather than sit behind a keyboard and just talk shit. That's just me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when somebody sits behind a keyboard and talks shit, I have no respect for them. If you get in the ring, even if you get beat, I'll respect you because you got in the ring. That's why when JJ and Logan fought, they talked shit, they got in the ring. Jake and Deji talked, they got in the ring. You know what I mean? They're like, if you want to make diss tracks and all, that's entertaining, but I'd rather you just get in the ring and punch each other in the face because it's more entertaining.
Fair enough.
That's just me. It also means as well that, because people mouth off for no reason, and people are like toxic assholes to people for no reason. We're in a day and age on YouTube now where it's like, if you talk shit, they're probably going to call you out to a boxing match, which means you're going to look like a bitch if you don't accept it, considering you talk shit first. So if you want to talk shit, you better be prepared to back it up, or else you're going to get the piss taken out of you, and you're going to dig yourself into a hole, you know what I mean? So it kind of limits people being assholes for no reason. because they know they'll have to back it up, which is good because YouTube's a very toxic place and there's a lot of assholes. So the fact that you get these assholes, you put them in a ring and you make them fight, especially if you don't like either of them, it's very fun because you're like, I'm getting two people I don't like in the ring hitting each other in the face. I pay to see this. You know what I mean? It's like this shit. Imagine two people from high school that you didn't like having a fight and punching each other in the face. You're gonna be all for it, aren't you? Because it's two people you don't like hurting each other.
Yeah.
You're gonna be all for it. That's the way it is. That's literally the way it is. It's just for entertainment. Yeah, it's like that. It's like, or if you like somebody and you dislike somebody, you want to see the person you like not only succeed, but you want to see them knock out the person you dislike. It's just this whole thing where it's like, it's hype. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just them. I like boxing. It's just hype. I like to see that rather than just people tweet at each other. I just think it's more entertaining. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But yeah, I fucking... There's so much boxing going on lately and everybody's fighting. It's great. It's great.
During COVID as well, and there's so much boxing and men punching each other going on. Like,
I mean,
you know.
they do get COVID tested, and like at the press conference with Jake and Ben, they have cubicles where there's a glass plane or however the fuck say it in between them. For their face off. For their face off so they don't come in contact. But obviously Jake being Jake. I don't even care. He's an asshole. No, this is the reason why I'm calling Jake an asshole. Because they were supposed to stand there. Jake wouldn't get in the cubicle, so Ben came out and they faced off face to face. And yes, it was more entertaining, but COVID is still a thing. I don't give a shit if you want to make the hype. COVID is still a thing, and you need to start respecting that and stop being a fucking asshole. But
exactly. He doesn't treat it like it's a thing, though.
What?
He doesn't treat it like it's a thing, though. That's the problem.
That's my problem. That's what I said. Like, I get the hype. It was more entertaining because that shit happened with Ben, but it's like, you still gotta remember COVID is still a thing. I know you don't give a shit because you're Jake Paul and COVID's fuck all to you, but there's people who are the facts and you need to start respecting that. So,
exactly.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to bring that up just to let you know that there's more people punching each other in the face, and it's great because it's becoming a trendy thing.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
You know, seeing like whenever like 2040, and like our kids are going to ask us, "Oh, Dad, what was the best part of your life?" And our answer is just going to be, "Oh, well, there was a time where YouTube boxing was," and you're like,
no,
"What is that? Did you go out and actually do stuff?" No, I just sat and watched it on my phone because social media was my life.
It's whenever my kids ask me, what was the moment in your life that you felt the most accomplished? It won't be having you. It won't be marrying your mother. It will be when KSI's hand got raised and you heard from the United Kingdom. Well, that was a very proud moment. That was a very happy moment.
Or as we heard it the night that we watched it from the United, and then a pause for about
10-minute pause.
Minutes.
Kingdom. Yeah, it's like at the moment we thought that there was a long pause because he actually goes from he goes from the United Kingdom. He pauses before, but we thought he paused between United and Kingdom because I thought he did it because United States, United Kingdom, it added the effect. Then I watched it back and I'm like, no, it was just me being so involved that I felt like I was waiting 10 minutes like that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I felt as well. I remember that when we were all standing huddled whenever fucking he was saying it. Oh, brilliant. No, it's fine. I know. It was great because I remember fucking dude, we all jumped and shit, and I was like, yeah, we won. Nice. So. Oh fuck, I'm gonna stop this here then.
Right. So, I don't know why I did that voice. Yeah, no, we'll just answer a couple questions here. Literally, I went on, grabbed a couple of random questions. I just looked for something that wasn't like gonna take us ages to answer.
Yeah,
so it's just the first one, basic one. Someone asking, how's your 2021 been so far?
Terrible, thanks.
Man, it's been alright. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like, it could be worse.
Fair enough.
That's just the way I'm looking at it as well. It could be worse. Like, it ain't been good, but it could be worse. So it's like, yeah. It don't get me wrong, it's not fucking good, but it could be worse, like I said. So I'm used to it by now, so it's just average, I guess. Thank you for asking.
No, I would say fucking January was alright. February was absolutely god awfully terrible. And then March is looking up. So I'd say that. I'd say that much. So
do you think the first 3 months have flew in or dragged in?
Oh, flew. They have flown in. It's already February or March 2021. It's nearly April.
Yeah, it's near April.
Yeah.
Wait, what day is this? You said it's 27th March. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Damn.
3 months it'll be my birthday to this day.
Yeah.
27th June 2000.
It was a year ago. 4 days ago that the first lockdown started.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Fucking what was it? On the 11th of April, it'll be a whole year since I shaved all my hair off.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be a year since I haven't had a haircut, and it'll be a year since I've been growing it. So it's down now to my. It's just past my eyes. It's near my nostril.
I love how you've been growing your hair for about a year. I've been growing mine for about 3 months. 4 months?
Yeah.
No, not even 4 months. About 3 months. And I still have longer hair than you somehow. Like, my fringe is ridiculous.
I started from fucking... That's why, though, because my hair... It's weird, my hair. Because, like, the back of it is extremely long. Like, right now, it's, like, so long. But, like, the top... It's the same length as the back, but obviously it has to grow up and then down. But I think it's my forehead. It's on my forehead, though. But it's the fact that, like, I started from completely bald. So usually, like, say I started from like a 1 or 2, which is what my hair was before I shaved it. It was what it was in the top, I would say. Then it would be longer than it is now, but of course. But I would have preferred that, me growing it from that length, because it means the top would be longer or looking the same length as the back. But now it looks like the back is longer than the top, and I don't like that. So for a while there, I looked like a fucking mad scientist, Mr. Burns fucking thing. So because it was like so noticeable that it was longer on the sides.
My hair is fuck's sake. My hair is ridiculous. I was literally just about to say my hair is ridiculous, right? While fixing the hair at the back of my head, I moved my finger once and I saw it in the camera. My hair stuck out. I literally moved it a tiny bit and it just stuck out. My hair at the back, you can't see it, but you'll see if you watch the recording back how long it is. And then my fringe is down to past my nose now. And that's, people will be like, oh, that's not that long for 3 months. No, when you have a big enough forehead like me and it has to go the whole way over, it is. If my hair covers the entirety of my forehead, it is long and I need a haircut. That's the way it is. But it literally, it's so long, I can't wait to get a haircut. Oh, it's like, I actually had like that point the other week where I'm like, should I actually just shave my fucking head? Like, I was actually just like that, and I'm sick of this so much. I just had like a fucking midlife crisis, like fucking breakdown. I was like, should I just shave my fucking head? Because I've just given up now. I just had no fucking hope. I'm like, I've just given up.
Well, have you ever had a skinhead before?
Yes, Shay.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, fucking third year, yes.
I had a skinhead from I was basically like fucking P1 up until third year, and I fucking hated it.
Oh fuck! I think you should go skinhead.
No.
Like now that you're 21,
no.
I think no, not skinhead, but like at least buzzed or something.
No.
You know, just fucking that'd look so different.
But
so
it would mainly just be I'd have more forehead than her.
Yes.
No, I
have more forehead than her now, and it's long.
No, because my mum always made me have a buzz cut from like P1 up to like third year, and I fucking hated it. I told her multiple times I hated it, but it didn't matter what my opinion was because that's the way she liked it. So,
fuck no.
Do you know what I said to her? I remember I said to her, I go, you know what? I wish I could turn back time and I wish I got bullied because then I could have blamed it on you. No, I fucking hated it. That's the reason I grew my hair long in high school, because I wanted the exact opposite of what I had because I hated it. And now I've found the perfect in between. I know the way I like my hair. I like it longish on the top of a fringe and short round the back and sides. Like I've found mid tier is where I like it. Because like long hair, first off, I don't suit it. I did back then in my opinion, but now looking at it, I don't suit it. And so I suit this hair better. Not only that, but it's just a bitch to take care of. And in fucking skinhead, I just don't like it. Some people like they get away with it. I don't suit it, so I don't like it.
That's fair enough. I have an odd shaped head, so mine. I like skinhead, but it's kind of like you can see the dance in my head. You can see the big scar on my head as well from when I fell off the motorbike. So
that reminds me of the time you got roasted and you goes, "Fuck you, my head's not denty."
Yeah, exactly. It's like what was it? Some dude. He said that my head looked like the destroyed version of the Death Star, and I was like, "Yeah,
yes.
Fuck you, guy." But no, it was.
You went, "Fuck you, my head's not dented."
Yeah, but I actually, you know what I love is the fact that like today, of course, I have a shower every day, but my hair is wet every day, so it is because I wet my hair. Even though I don't only shampoo and like conditioner it or whatever, like every 3 days or something, because it doesn't need it. You know what I mean? It's like my mum, she would shampoo and conditioner her every day, but your hair doesn't need it. You know what I mean? So, but it's the fact that like now that it's long and it's got its own natural greases in it that it needs. Is I can just put it back behind my ears, but it's like whenever it goes back behind my ears, the bottom of it is so long, but the bottom of it always curls up. So it does. So it looks messy and it looks great. I don't know. I don't like the top of it though, because the top of it goes over to this side. I don't know what this side is, left. So it's the left side, and it just fucking shows a bit of my forehead. I prefer it to be in the middle, like a middle part, but I don't think it can do that.
Yeah.
So I can only do that if it. No, there's a middle part right there. So yeah, but I prefer it to be a proper middle part, and then it would look better. But I don't know.
I love how we went from answering a question about how your year was to just talking about her. So we'll move on before people get bored.
Sorry.
No, because I was doing it as well. I'm just realising I'm like, people are just gonna get bored. We need to stop doing this.
Oh well, it's us.
Well, it's not. Oh well. No. The next one is like, I just picked it because it's like, because I just chose these fucking questions before I came back. So I literally chose it because it kind of like fitted what I was saying before. Somebody asked, what do you think is the most toxic social media?
Oh.
No, it's just, it fits whenever I was talking about how YouTube boxing kind of like limits that because people don't mouth off as much. I was like, what do you think is most toxic social media? We won't count YouTube or anything. Like, we'll count like just talking social medias and then we'll count everything. I think it's easy in my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I've got mine already.
Yeah, what is it?
I would say Twitter.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
is
god.
So toxic. Twitter is where the whole cancel culture thing. I hate cancel culture, but Twitter is where that all stems from. And they start hashtags and shit.
Yeah.
And like it's so, you know what I mean. And you get the people that are like, cancel him because he's done bad things in his past, but then they go and send death threats to that person. I'm like, yeah. Like, you know, how stupid are you? You know what I mean? Like, you're sending death threats to a person because they said one wrong thing in their past, but you're literally sending a death threat to them. You know what I mean? Like, that makes you no better than them.
Logic. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't get people's logic. It's like, if somebody does something you don't like, you don't have to like them, but if you go out of your way to intentionally go for them, you're just stooping to their level, which means you're just becoming a piece of shit too. If you think they're a piece of shit, you stoop to their level, you're now, by your own definition, a piece of shit. So I don't get it. If somebody does something I don't like, I just ignore them. Unless it is physically to the point where I am, like, angered. Like, if somebody does something, I don't fucking bother myself with what people do online. I don't give a shit. I have a life. But it's like, unless it's something like the whole thing that happened, like, last year with, like, George Floyd. No, that pissed me off. That got me going. I was furious. But, like, if it's just, like, a basic thing, like, somebody's being an asshole, like, I'm just kind of just, like, I'll take the piss. I'll focus on it for taking the piss, but I won't focus on it for getting annoyed, because I'm like, well, just because I don't like him doesn't mean he's going to change. It's just, like, people don't like me. I'm not going to fucking change, so I just don't. So everyone's so well, but Twitter is literally that platform that's literally, like, as soon as one thing is said, like, KSI quit Twitter, sure, the other day. He literally quit Twitter because, so anyway... The most toxic place is Twitter. And counting everything aside Twitter, TikTok.
Fair enough. I don't use TikTok enough.
TikTok is toxic as shit. Like, the amount of times I've literally seen, like, YouTubers even that went on to TikTok and they've literally said, nah, I just deleted the account because it's just all toxic.
Fair enough.
It's just all toxic. It's like... See, it's like you you don't have to care about what, you don't have to get upset over people's opinions of you to just have it up to here with the toxicness. Like,
No.
I don't give a shit about people's opinions, but if I was on a platform that was just toxic all the time, I'm going to leave it. Not because I'm like, oh no, they think this about me, I couldn't give two shits. I'm gonna leave it for the simple fact of, why would I surround myself with negativity? If yous are just gonna be negative and I'm not gaining anything positive from it, why am I staying? Like, I'm not leaving because I give a shit what you think of me. I'm leaving because it's just negative all the time and I'm not gaining anything positive from it. So if you're not gaining anything positive from it, why are you doing it? That's why KSI left. Because, like, even when KSI tweeted, all you would see under his thing is literally like, oh, dead an ass, fat neek and all blah blah. Which, yes, it's humour, but it's just repetitive. And it's fucking... Yeah. See, it's like, here's the difference, right? His Reddit videos, when they call him a fat neek or they call him this and that, they do it creatively. See, when you're just commenting fat neek constantly, that's not creative, it's not funny. Like, I get you're trying to be funny. You're trying to be, because it's not funny. If you're going to do it creatively. See, when you're constantly saying it, it's not funny. The joke is dead and it's repetitive. That's why I like his Reddit, because they roast him in a fun way and he takes that. Twitter, they're trying to do it in a fun way, but it's not funny. And it's just like... See, when a joke is being constantly, like, repeated, it's like beating a horse with a dead horse with a stick. That's literally what you're doing. Like, the joke is dead. And then TikTok, like I said, like, I've posted TikToks, don't get me wrong, there's been some positive feedback, but literally, first ever comment I got was a hate comment, and then I've gotten so many comments where, like, literally, I posted a TikTok where I took the piss out of the fact that Siege reworks maps and won't give us new content. Somebody commented with a proper, like, he was actually trying to make a point. This is a TikTok where I was taking the piss. He's trying to make a proper point. And he's like, oh, they take all the bad maps and they rework them. And I'm like, yes, they do. But I would still prefer a new map. And then he started getting triggered by that. And I'm like, look, right, do I think the reworks are good reworks? Yes. Doesn't mean I want them over a new map. And look, I have my opinion, right? If I want a new map, I'm going to want the new map. You don't like that? Tough shit. I want a new map. Simple as. Like, the new rework of, like, the border map, I like it. I still would have preferred a new map. And, like, you could tell he was genuinely getting annoyed. And you're like, fam, it's a TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a TikTok where I'm taking the piss out of Ubisoft. Chill the fuck out. Like, calm down. This isn't like, I'm not going to get Ubisoft to shut down as a company because of this TikTok. I'm taking the piss. Like, fuck me. But, like, you tell he was genuinely getting annoyed and you're like, could nobody take a joke anymore? And see, if you don't like it, click off it. I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this very simply, right? It doesn't matter whether you're on YouTube. It doesn't matter whether you're on TikTok. It doesn't matter whether you're on Twitter, Instagram. Even if you have somebody's Snapchat, right? If you have somebody on social media, if you subscribe to somebody or you watch somebody's videos or listen to their music on any platform, or you talk to them or you hate the post day thing, delete them. Don't pay attention to them. Tom McDonald. You don't like Tom McDonald's music? Don't listen to it. You don't like Dax's music? Don't listen to it. You don't like PewDiePie's content? Unsubscribe. Don't watch it. Like, you don't like what this person's tweeting? Unfollow. Block them. Don't listen to them. Don't read their tweets. It's not hard. Like, see if you don't like something, distance yourself. It's not hard. Fuck me. It's like talking to a bunch of children. Like, you're literally just like, if you don't like something, distance yourself. I guarantee you're the same person that says that you make your own choices in life, which you do. So you can't turn around to me and say, I'm forced with this shit. It's like, say, fucking, I don't like, let me think. Onision, random person here. I don't like Onision. He's an asshole. Do I follow him at all? No. I don't even remember his existence half the time. I follow Jake Paul for his fights. I don't watch his content because I don't like his content. I don't listen to his music because I'm not a fan of his music. I watch him fight. Whether I don't care whether he wins or not is different. But I don't go out of my way to look at Jake Paul's Twitter just to be an asshole because I'm like, look, I don't have to. I subscribe to many people that I enjoy their content, and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to go on Jake's thing, sit there for 10 minutes, just be like, nah, and dislike the video. I'm not sad. So if you don't like something, unfollow, unsubscribe, don't listen to it. Go do something you actually like and stop complaining. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not that for... I'm not comparing, because I know people will take this out of context. I'm not saying real world shit. I'm talking about social media. I'm not saying real world shit. Like, if you don't like racism or homophobia, that's different. I'm talking about social media where somebody is a content creator and you don't like their content or you don't like them as a person. That is completely different. You can separate yourself. It's not like it's a real world problem. It's a problem between you and one other person. There's billions of people in the world. You don't have to be associated with that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see.
So, Twitter, TikTok, fuck me, like...
See, that's what I was going to say to you as well. There is, whenever you said that, remember you said, like, unsubscribe or turn it off or something, or, like, you know, that, because it's not real world shit. But that is, I think, in my opinion, that's the problem with social media today, and everybody today, is that everybody's lives are so consumed by fucking social media and what social media has to say about things, and like, oh, what's my favorite YouTuber, what's my favorite TikToker doing now, or oh, they posted a new video, I need to watch it right this instant and stop whatever the fuck I'm doing in this real world, or I could sit for fucking hours on TikTok just scrolling through 7-second fucking videos and waste my life, you know what I mean? And everybody's lives, they're so consumed by social media now that they don't even know how to fucking switch off. You know what I mean? It's like what Dax, whenever don't quote me because I don't know what song it comes from, but I listen to a lot of his music. But I don't know what song it comes from, but I think it's Joker Returns or something. But he says, or Gotham, and it's like, he says, did you ever realize or something like how you feel when you take that time away from your phone, fake shit goes viral, we know this won't. You know what I mean? And it's like, yes, Gotham.
I love how as soon as you said it, it clicked in my head.
Yeah,
I listen to Dax far too much. I know what's up with this.
I love Dax, like, but it's like, it's the fact that he says that, and you're just like, well, yeah, you know what I mean? Because everybody is in it for it. It's like whenever he said, we're not in love, but in 2021, I'm going to let her have my son so we can post and fake happy.
While our real lives come undone.
Yeah, while our real lives come undone, yeah. And it's like, you know, that's literally it. I mean, your whole lives are so consumed by social media that you'll even fucking put your family on it, you know, your children and shit, just so you can fucking get followers. I mean, you'll have your kid come home with their grades from school, and you'll exploit that just to get clicks on fucking YouTube. Like, how sad. Just fucking turn your phone off and live your life. That's why 4 years ago, or for whenever I was 14 until I was 18, I didn't have a Facebook account because I fucking deleted it. Because I was spending too much time on it. I was getting bullied on it like mad. So I just turned it off. And I just stopped. And my life was completely better. So it was now I have all my mates that I talk to on it, like you and fucking Slay and Mark and all that. And Snapchat and all that. But that's only to talk to my friends. I don't really... The only things I do is repost Family Guy clips on YouTube. That's all I do because it's funny as hell. You know, but... or on Facebook, sorry. But like... That's why it felt so good, and whenever I'm not on my phone, say Christmas Day, I never spend it on my phone because I'm just there to enjoy my life, and my life is, you know, it's great without a phone. You know what I mean? It's so good. I even considered getting myself a flip phone so I didn't have to, you know, so I could just text my mates and then not have to spend all my time on my phone. Of course, I never do that though. You know.
Well, Twitter, TikTok, most toxic social medias. So.
Yes.
But my whole point is, as a wise man named Tom McDowell once said, go ahead and change the channel. No, like, if you don't like something, don't pay attention to it. Simple as. If it ain't real world problem, it ain't worth your time. Simple as. So, we'll finish it there. We'll finish it there before we're going another round. So anyway, I've been Undisputed. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are thinking positive, testing negative. Hope you all having an amazing day. I've been Undisputed. That's been Sheas. Do you have anything to say?
No, I like Coke. There we go. I like Coke.
Same. Well, anyway, we'll end it there before we go on another fucking rant because I have a lot more to say, but I'm just not wasting my time. Anyway, so yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have an amazing day. Hope you're all thinking positive and testing negative. I've been Undisputed. That's been Shay, and we'll see you in the next one. So, peace.
Peace.